everybody. I'm back today with a few yin yoga stretches. I've been wanting to kind of take a little break and just if you're getting back in the swing of things after the holidays, maybe jump back on the mat and just start stretching just to relax a little bit, get your mind right, and stretch it out. So hop on the mat with me and grab some blocks if you need and come into extended child's pose. Each pose we're going to stay in today for about 10 breaths. So each breath I will be taking nice deep breaths. Inhaling in, stretching through the back. Exhaling and emptying completely. Inhale, rise up. Taking your hips underneath, or your knees underneath your hip points here. Dropping your elbows to the mat. We'll come into puppy pose. You can bring your forehead to the mat here, stretching through your shoulders. Or if it's comfortable for you, try to drop your heart toward the mat. Opening up. Inhale, begin to come forward, taking your legs long, finding Sphinx pose, bringing your elbows right underneath the shoulders, pressing into the tops of your feet so much that the kneecaps lift, shining your heart forward here, finding a little bit of arch in the back. Making sure your shoulders are tugged away from your ears here. You're not sinking down. tabletop position. Crossing our legs and coming through to butterfly or cobbler's pose. I'm going to sit this way here for you. You can bring a block in front of you. Whatever feels comfortable. Your feet can be closer to you or further away. Inhale in, find extension through the back. And then exhale, start to come forward. You can even press your legs apart gently with your elbows. Careful not to round through here, but keeping your back nice and straight. With each exhale, you might be able to sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. Letting go of the tension you feel. Inhale back up, taking your left leg in, right leg long. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhale, drop the right palm and open up toward your right, stretching through the left side body. Keeping your gaze up, heart open here. You might be able to reach your toe, you might be able to reach your leg, whatever's fine. Remember to release any tension you feel. Feeling that left side inflate with air and stretch long. Emptying everything out. On an inhale, rise up and switch legs. Bringing your right foot to your left thigh. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhale, drop the left arm. Maybe you're only here. Just make sure you're spiraling your heart open. Stretching through that right side body. Notice if you're gripping anywhere. Just relax into the stretch. And inhale, rise up, sending both legs long. Rise up, arms up overhead. Exhale, come forward. Now you might be here today. You might be here today. Wherever you are, that's fine. You can also bring a block in front of you. You can bring the block on any side here. Whatever feels comfortable. Just remember to keep your back nice and long here. Try not to curl in, just to get your nose to the mat. What we want is to open through the legs. Maybe you try to grab your ankles. Gaze is forward. Trying to get that chest to the mat. With each inhale, find extension, and exhale, see if you can release some of that tension. Fold a little bit further. Inhale, rise up. Bring your legs together. Then we'll do a seated forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Same concept here, bringing your chest to your thighs. You can bend your legs any amount that feels good here. You might be here. Maybe you bring a block in. To elongate through the back. Feeling the back stretch every time you inhale. And then maybe you let something else go. And you can sink a little deeper into the stretch. Sit up. We're going to do pigeon pose next, but if you cannot do a regular pigeon pose, I invite you to come to your back, taking your right leg over your left and pulling in and finding pigeon pose or figure four stretch on your back. If you would like to do a more traditional pigeon pose, you can come to downward facing dog, bringing your right leg up, coming through, bringing your right knee to your right wrist, having your shin as parallel to the top of the mat as possible. Now maybe it's not possible for you, and maybe you're here. And believe me, I started here, probably more like here. So if that's where you are today, that's fine too. But try not to collapse in that right hip. If you need to, you can put a block or books right under that hip here, just to try to bring your center a little bit more square to the top of the mat. Inhale, find extension. Exhale, maybe fold forward onto your forearms. Or fold forward and rest your head maybe on your hands. On an inhale, coming up, tucking the back toes under, maybe inching forward a little bit, coming back, tucking the toes for down dog, stretching out through the backs of the legs. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, step it through for a pigeon pose on the left, bringing your left shin as parallel to the top as you can get. Remember, you can always have that block or that book under the hip here to make those hips a little more square. You don't want to dump too much into the left hip here. Inhale in, find extension. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, inching that back leg forward a bit, coming back to tabletop and pressing into down dog. Stretching through the backs of the legs. Coming back to plank, lowering all the way to the belly. And then flipping over onto your back to rest in Shavasana. Starting to come through to your right side, resting there. Pushing up through to a seat. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that these stretches allowed you to relax just a little bit, maybe open up, get back in the right mindset to start the day, start the month, start the year. Hope you guys have a great day. Namaste.